Hey guys, Silver here, and I'm going to teach you advanced RouxVH method now. So, I guess I'll start with, nope, I did it wrong. That's not what I meant. There you go. Now, advanced RouxVH method is more than one edge, edge cross flipped. So, and you have to do a VH thing. So I'll make a L shape right now. I'm just too lazy to scramble it and solve it. So like this. Now if you have this case with the L shape and two flipped, but with adjacent, or opposite to each other, and this, you'll put these two right here, make this edge flipped in a line like this, so that these two are solved, these two are flipped, these two are flipped, so face it like this, and do this easy algorithm. It's just im prime u, im prime u, im prime u, im prime u, or just im prime, and then it'll solve this. So do a demonstration again. I guess I'll just grab my ting long. Like that. But this, have an L shape and a line, but like two flipped, like opposite like this. And you need these two, flip two, RouxVH. Just do, and you're done. Make it yellow cross already, and now we can do easy OLL and easy PLL. If you're lucky. There is a next case. I guess I'll just do this to make these two like that. If you have a bar like this, now there are two ways you can do this. One is where you could put these like this. And do the flip, but I rather not do that. I'll just do kind of like a lazy way, or like just like beginner RouxVH, where you have to turn it into like this in beginner RouxVH. Yeah, it's similar to that. So where you're just gonna, if you have a bar, just turn it into an L by doing F inverse sexy and F prime, and then do a U2. Then just do the MUs, and you'll get a cross. Yeah. Let's say if you have a dot case, or like that. If you have a dot case, here's this roux trick. Now this is the alg I was talking about in the last video. So the alg is where you do R, U, R prime, Y R prime, and then you do U prime, then M, and then you do U, and then wide R, U, then R prime, wide R prime. And I'm supposed to orient those edges, and then you could start inserting it like this, insert like that, and you get RouxVH. That's the long algorithm, but it's easy to remember. There is last one. It's where you have, obviously, a cross. Now if you have this and this as a cross, just do F sexy F prime. So when you have a cross, you could also just do F sexy F prime, U2, and then just do that and slice. There's different ways you could do it. Now let's go with two flipped adjacent. This I might have to scramble, or never mind. Okay, so if you have a L like this. Now this is completely opposite this time. So instead of trying to find an L, you try to find a bar this time. So if you have an L like this, do F, sexy F prime, so you have a bar. So now these two flipped, face these two flipped like this, these two right here, and these two right here. And do the same alg, but this time you're doing using this instead of a U. So it will be M prime U, D prime, M prime D prime, M prime D prime, M prime, and then D prime. And that solves this and a yellow cross. There is also just like the bar, same thing, but if you have a yellow cross like this, just do F inverse sexy and F prime and then do the alg. And that's it. And if you have a dot case like this, where it's a dot and then these two together, you would of course just do inverse sexy and then do the same alg again. And that's how you get a yellow cross. And that's all cases for that. Now another is 3 flipped. Now there are 2 cases, just like the beginner one, only 2 cases. This time it's with 6 flipped and 1 flipped. So if you have 6 flipped like this, yeah, 6 flipped like this. There are many ways to do this. What I would do is use the middle one so that you get 2 of these. So it's kind of like an intuitive thing to do. So since I have these 3 with this one, do the beginner RouxVH and turn this and then do F sexy F prime and you get L shape. Put this here. You don't have to cube rotate, you could just do this, put U2 and put this right here, and then just do the alg and then put this back, or like it's kind of like AUF thing for it, and then you get a yellow cross. And then the last case for the 3 flipped is when you have only 1. This is a suckish case in a way. Well, they're both suckish, but I would not do this because it will mess up the cross. So what I would do is put this here, insert this, and you have 4 of these, and then you could just do the method, the super flipped that I showed you, if I can remember. Yep, like that, and then easy OLO. That's it for 3 flipped, and then now the last case is 4 edge flipped, which is a very fun one to do. Which is like this, and then you have something, whatever. So let's start with, of course, the L shape. This is a little suckish. Now your goal for this 4 flipped is to have a dot now. So like if for this one, I would, well actually a dot or a cross, because you can actually do the, so like this. See how we did this backwards or upside down? That's what we're gonna do, but with 4 flip. So for this one, I would just do a cross like that, and then do a 4 flip. like that. So it's like doing this, but upside down. So I'll do a demonstration like this. So it's M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, M prime, D. And then, so it's like setting up these two flipped, and with this one like that. And then do it again. M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, or D. So it's like M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, M prime, D prime, M prime. And then you stop at D at the fourth one. Yeah. So that's what it is. If you have a cross, same thing. Let's do bars. Bars absolutely do not do the thing upside down. That would mess up the cross and your F2L. This one, same thing. Do the cross and then do the bottom. Now if you have the dot like this is where the fun begins. You have two right here, one right here, so you're gonna do the flip, just like this. Now you're doing this, but twice. So you have these two flipped edges and these two flipped edges, so you do the algorithm like that. Put these two here, and put these two here, and then do the algorithm. And then this back, and you get a yellow cross. And that's all the cases for Advanced RouxVH. So a total of 16 cases of RouxVH to beginner and 14 advanced. So I know you guys are waiting for like this long, just excited to learn this. But yeah, it's not actually that hard to learn. It's pretty easy too. If you're like used to Roux, or if you know how to do Roux and you're good at Roux or something like that, this is way easier for you. Or like for Cfop cubers who sometimes use Roux or something, it's easier for you to learn. But if you don't know Roux, or like how to do Roux, like LSEEO, then algorithms will help you way better. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys. Bye.